Hello and welcome back to the Lean Programmer. I know you missed me. I'm making a YouTube video after around 2 or 3 years, or maybe more. I used to make a lot of videos on React.js and front-end web technologies in the year 2020, the COVID year. But then after that, I stopped making YouTube videos for a few reasons. But then something recently caught my attention. That was Goku. No, not Goku. Something recently caught my attention. That is AI and automation, which I which is crazy. This technology is crazy good, and I can't stop myself from teaching you this. So I'm back on YouTube. I don't know how many more YouTube videos I'll make. That depends on you. If you want to learn AI and automation, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the follow button. So let's get started. In this video today, we are going to learn about automation using N8N. We're going to build a quick project quick automation project, which looks kind of like this. Let's get this thing here. So basically, we are going to automate a daily code in our Slack workspace. So what will happen is every morning you will get a new code directly on your Slack channel. This is a small example of automation. What is automation? What are workflows? What are AI agents? All this. And what is N8N? You can see this video as a quick crash course on all these topics. So without any further delay, let's get started. But before we get started, hit the like button because that will motivate me to make more videos. So I hope you want to see me more often. If you want to do that, hit the like button, number one, hit the subscribe button, number two, and share this video on WhatsApp or on Instagram or on LinkedIn and tag me, Madhav Behel or the Lean Programmer. Awesome. Let's get started. Automation using N8N. First topic. I know you don't like theory a lot, even I don't. If you know me from my old YouTube videos, you already know that I don't like a lot of theory. I love jumping to the practical usage directly. And that's what I'm going to do in today's video as well. By the way, if you don't know, N8N and automation is not just for coders. It's not just for developers. It's not just for engineers. Anyone, 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 even if you don't know coding, even if you don't know anything about coding, you can still do it. That's the beauty of the platform that I'm going to tell you about today. So let's get started. What is automation? You already know. Automation means performing tasks without human intervention, which basically means that you can automate some tasks or you can make machines do some tasks without any human supervision to obviously save some time and reduce errors. And the best and the most exciting thing about today's world is almost everything that you can think of can be automated. Now, whether it should be or not, that's a separate question because some to automate some things, it might require more cost. That cost might be in time, in efforts, or in money, and the quality of the output might not be that good enough. So you might choose not to automate it. But the best part about today's world is using AI, you can automate almost everything that you can imagine. It can be used everywhere. For example, email marketing, you can automate your marketing campaigns. Customer support, a lot of companies these days already have 100% AI usage in customer support. For example, if I buy a new headset and it's not working and I contact the company, most likely I'm not speaking to a human. I'm most likely speaking to an agent. And AI agents have grown so much that it doesn't even feel like you're talking to an AI agent. So imagine a robot doing your repetitive work. That is automation. So then what is a workflow? A workflow is basically a step-by-step process of automation. That's it. That's it. A step by step, those steps can be parallel, those steps can be sequential, but a single step, a single flow of tasks that you have automated is called a workflow. For example, let's say, let me take a quick random example right now without any pre-plan. Let's say, let's say I have to make a YouTube video because I'm making a YouTube video right now. I can probably start with script, then I'll start with recording the video. Although this is not scripted at all. I just made a few slides and then I'll directly jump onto the demo. The first thing is script, second thing is recording the video, third thing is editing the video, fourth thing is publishing it on YouTube, right? All four steps, when combined, can be called a workflow if you are automating those things, right? So in N8N, what is N8N? We are just going to take a look. Basically, a workflow is equal to connected blocks or connected nodes. What are nodes? So I know you already know about graph or a graph kind of a structure. I'm just going to give you a quick example of what we are going to build today. So this is how our project from today looks like. So are, this is a workflow basically. These are the list of steps. Step one, step two, step three. Step one, step two, step three. You already know what we are going to build today. We are going to build an automated in message, quote message on Slack. And these are called the nodes, each individual step. What's going to happen is first, I need a trigger. In this case, the trigger is clicking on the execute button. As soon as I execute it, it will make an HTTP request to some API, which is going to give me the code. Now, what is API? If you don't know, don't worry. Although I'll not go too deep into this because this topic today is more about automation and workflows and N8N specifically. I'll not go too deep into what is API. Just, if you are not already aware, you can think of it as a black box. That black box, you say, "Hey, black box, just tell me, tell me a quote," and that box is going to do some magic, and that box is going to return you the quote, which you're going to give it to Slack, and Slack will publish it here, right? So these are called nodes. This is how N8N looks like. We'll come to N8N more in detail, but for now, let's jump on to what is AI agent. AI agent is basically an automation tool powered by AI. As simple as that. It's capable of understanding human language, making decisions, and adapting to situations. Now, for example, the same example that I gave in the very first example in the start of this video. It's already 7 minutes past this video. I'm going to make this video just 25 minutes long so that you can quickly understand and get started with N8N and use your creativity to automate a lot of things. So I'll not go too deep into AI chatbots in this video itself because this is more about just automation, overview of automation and workflows. You have already understood what are workflows. You have already understood what is what is automation, and now AI agents is basically an agent or a kind of a bot which is capable of understanding human language, making decisions, and adapting to situations. For example, a customer support bot. You call to customer support, the customer support agent understands your language. It's able to quickly make decisions based on what you tell it. It's able to adapt to the situation. For example, let's say person X is getting very angry on the customer support. AI agent, on the other hand, should not get angry and they should be able to adapt to that situation and still reply smartly. And once the ticket is created, it should be able to first create the ticket and then tell the customer that the ticket is created and also tell the engineering team or the right authorities that the ticket has been created and you need to work on it. This is one of my favorite quotes from Karim Lakhani. AI won't replace humans, but humans with AI will replace humans without AI. Which is very true. Which is very very true. And that is why I'm creating this video. That is exactly why I've started creating YouTube videos again because I want you to understand AI. I want you to learn AI. I want you to use AI in your daily tasks because I want you to be at a situation where you use AI, not the other way around. I don't want your work to be done by AI. I want you to be controlling what work will AI do. So why AI plus automation? You already know it will speed up the work, it will reduce human effort, it will learn over time, it powers modern tools. It so basically the real power lies in combining human logic with machine speed so that you can do more and less. Now, the final thing is what is N8N? The main topic for today, the crash course for N8N. N8N is a visual workflow tool which does not require any coding or a low code platform. Even most of the times, you will find yourself not coding for this platform. You don't need any code, any code. That's the beauty of this platform. So that's why I said in the starting of this video that no matter if you're a developer, no matter if you're into sales, no matter if you're a PM, no matter if you're anything, no matter even if you have no clue about what is coding, you can still use this platform and automate everything that you do almost daily. It connects to 300 plus services and it's great for developers as well as non-developers. It's open source. It you can self-host it. What is self-host? I'm going to tell you just in 5 minutes. You can create scalable workflows using N8N. It has a very active community. You can get powerful integration and it's developer friendly. So now without wasting any more time, let's learn it hands-on. But no, if you are already here, if you are seeing this, if you have already watched till here, and if you're still not like this video, why? I'm making this video, I'm recording this, I'm going out of the way to record this video. Can't you just press a single thumbs up? Just do it, man. Three things. Thumbs up, hit on the like button, hit on the subscribe button, and share this video on your WhatsApp group or on LinkedIn. If you share it on LinkedIn, tag me, Madhav Behel. Or if you share it on Instagram, tag me, the Lean Programmer. And let's get started. Let's build hands-on. So first of all, let's jump on to what is N8N. What I want you to do is go to Google and search for N8N. N8N is a powerful workflow automation platform, right? So let's click on it. The first and the best thing that I like about N8N is it's open source, which means you can also contribute to it. You can clone it and build it locally. You can do whatever you want with it as long as you are maintaining the license, obviously. You can just, anyways. So let's come back to the pricing first because I want you to understand what is the difference between self-hosting, what's the difference between using the N8N on its own cloud platform versus you running it locally. So there are three ways to run N8N. First of all, what is N8N? It's an automation tool. What is an automation tool? You already know this. I told you at the starting of this video. What is automation tool? A tool which you can use to automate your task. That is it, right? For example, let me take a quick example. You create an automation task that will read all your emails and it will go through the content of the emails and it will try to analyze whether that email is important or not. If it is important, then it will send you a message on WhatsApp that, hey, you received a new email, which is very important, which looks very important. Cool. So now you can sign in, but I want to first talk about three ways you can use N8N. The first way is using N8N on the portal itself. If you do that, you probably need to purchase this plan. You can use free trial for 14 days. But after 14 days, you'll have to pay 20 euros. But you already know that I won't be here telling you to buy something, obviously, because myself have not bought it because I have I'm just learning an A10 right now, and I'm just telling you on the things that I have learned, and so that you can also learn. And definitely, while learning, it's definitely not a good idea to start paying. You can pay for it if once you get once you learn it, then probably you can start paying for it. But anyways, for now, the first option is pay and use it directly on whatever on the cloud service. Second option is it's open source, so use it locally. Just run it locally. Third option is you can even self-host it. What it means is you can host this whole code on your own server and use it. It looks something like this. We'll come to this, how it looks. But yeah, so I am going to teach you how to use it locally. Using it locally adds some additional steps, for example, setting it up locally or um, integrations with some services, for example, Slack. If I have to integrate this with Slack, if I use their own service, N8N service, it's very simple. You'll just be redirected to Slack for login and permissions, and then you'll be able to use it. But if you use it locally, you'll have to generate an auth token, and then you'll have to obviously take care of the permissions. So those are some extra steps, but I'm going to teach you. Don't worry about that. But at the end of the video, you will understand that how amazing this tool is and what all things you can do with it in such a little time without knowing anything about coding at all. So let's get started. I'm going to run it locally. You can even use it on the cloud platform. Now, to run it locally, you need Node.js. Okay. What is Node.js? I am not going to cover that in this video because obviously this video is not about Node.js and you're not going to use we're not going to use any Node coding or any JavaScript coding to build what we're building right now. And as I've already told you, this is a low code or a no code platform. So you will most likely not need any coding. So think about it as just a software which will allow you to use N8N. So just click on install Node.js and then download the long-term support version or any version. I use this one, 22.17 at this time. If you're seeing this video after a few days or a few months or a few years, you can probably use whichever is the latest one at that time, whichever the LTS one at that time. So now I already have this installed. So what I want you to do is just open your command prompt. You can open it on any folder, it doesn't really matter. And what I want you to do is npx, first of all, verify whether Node is installed or not. So node hyphen hyphen version. If you face any problem in any of these steps, just let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to help you out because I know that you're doing it for the first time and that's okay. Everyone faces errors in the first time. And here's what your big brother is for. I'm here to help you. So don't hesitate to comment and don't hesitate to hit the like button. Cool. So now what we're going to do is N8N and hit enter. What it will do is if you are downloading N8N for the first time, it will set it up, it will install it on your machine. If you don't want to use npx, you can use another command which is npm-j-g install npm install-g and 8n. In my case, I already have it installed because I have done it multiple times before. So my user settings were loaded from my local cache or local config, right? So it took hardly 30 seconds for me to load. But for you, it might take 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Let it be. Don't worry, because you're running it for the first time. So it's installing, it's cloning, it's downloading all the files it needs, right? So we'll just quickly open localhost 5678. 5678. Nice. Okay, awesome. So what we have to do is we can just log in. I already have some login credentials, so if you're doing it for the first time, you'll probably have to sign up for it first. Just give your email name and password and whatever. So I'll just log in and it's done. So I'm just going to show you a quick overview of how N8N looks like. So this is how the portal of N8N looks like. The same thing you can see on if you do it directly through the website. Same thing. The only difference will be it will be n8n.com instead of localhost 5678. The only difference. Because I'm running this tool locally, right? That's the only difference. So if you're a student and or if you're just exploring this tool, so I can say that just run it locally, right? And if you like it, then you can pay for it. Otherwise, just explore it locally first. So we can create workflows using here. Now, what is a workflow? Don't tell me that you don't know because I have already taught you everything about the workflow. What you need to know. What is a workflow? A workflow is a step-by-step process to achieve a task. And in our quick little crash course, in our quick little app, we are going to build this amazing workflow. Where did it go? Where did it go? Here. This thing. Basically, we are going to build a workflow that will, number one, trigger condition. Number one is always a trigger condition. Okay, now what is a trigger condition? Very good. Since we directly jumped on to the the implementation without theory, you might be confused about what is trigger condition. Now I want you to imagine every task that you do daily, any task. Let me think about it. First task. I'm feeling thirsty right now. first. Step 1, I'm feeling thirsty. Step 2, I pick a bottle. Step 3, I open it. Step 4, I drink water. That is one workflow completed. The first step was always a trigger. It's in everything that you do daily, the first thing is always a trigger. For example, for example, I tell you something that you don't want to hear, and then you start debating with me or you start an argument. The trigger was the thing that I told you. Another example, the water example. My thirst was the trigger that led me drink water. So every work that you do daily, it can be your college assignment, it can be your work, anything that you do starts with a trigger. You feel the need to do that. So now I hope you have understood. N8N basically automates using a tree-like structure. There are nodes basically. You already know what are nodes. Just a second. Where it says. Anyways, yeah. Okay. Anyways, oh, here it is. So N8N basically creates a tree-like structure or a graph-like structure where we can do the steps one by one or parallelly. We can even add some parallel steps here. What are these steps? We are going to just discuss just now. All you need to know is a workflow is basically a combination of steps that are executed either sequentially or parallelly to complete a task. A workflow, I'll repeat myself, a workflow is basically a step-by-step execution or a parallel execution or a sequential execution. It can be anything as you define it to be. It's basically a step-by-step execution of tasks. It's called a workflow. As simple as that. Those tasks can either be executed parallelly or sequentially. In this case, our simple workflow is first of all, we need to check whether it's 8 a.m. In this case, I'm just using a dummy click workflow. So whenever it's clicked, it will start executing. In our real example, it will check for 8 a.m. If it's 8 a.m. in the morning, it will try to fetch a new quote. Once we have the new quote, it will send a message. That's it. Let's start building it. So let's add our trigger condition. The first thing is trigger condition. What is a trigger condition? It can be a schedule. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. That's trigger. For example, another example. I'm sleeping. Alarm clock goes off. That's my trigger to wake up. So in this case, 8 a.m. can be a trigger. On form submission, for example, I'm building a feedback form for this YouTube video. Whenever that form is filled, it receives a trigger that we have to run this automation. So a trigger can be anything. In this case, we are going to trigger manually. Okay, let's try to execute it. So whenever we click on this, it successfully executes this task. Basically, this task is just clicking on this. So yeah, obviously. Now next, what we are going to do is we need to fetch the quote that we need to show on our what, where is that? Here. We need to show the quote on our Slack channel. Today's quote of the day is, don't be upset because of what you cannot do. Do what you best, whatever. Anyways, so we basically have to write the quote. Sounds good? Yeah, let's do it. So first of all, we need to figure out where will we get this quote from? And that's a good question, right? So I have already figured that out for you so that you don't have to do it. There's this API called quotes API. Uh, just hold on. Quotes API. This is the GitHub repo for that. Special thanks and kudos to the creator Well300 for creating this. This helped me create this quick tutorial on N8N. So this basically says if you fetch from this URL, you are going to get a response which will look like quote and an author. That's it. You don't need to know any coding for this. This is just text, right? This is just a structure. It's a key value here. You don't need to know any hard coding. This is basic. This is very, very basic. So what happens here is as soon as I hit enter on this URL, it gives me this response, quote and author. And that's all I need. So our next step is going to be fetch the data. First thing, click to execute the task. Second thing, the trigger condition. The second thing is data source. What is going to be our data source? Our data source is going to be an HTTP call, HTTP request. So in this HTTP request, our method is going to be get, and our URL is going to be quotes API hyphen self dot vercel dot app. I'm going to list this in the description. You can directly copy and paste. Awesome. And if you're still following this video and have not pressed the like button, I am not happy with you. But if you have, I'm happy with you. So if you have not, kindly press the like button and don't forget to press the subscribe button. Okay, let's continue. We don't need any authentication for this. Obviously, we don't need, I mean, it's an open API. In some cases, API needs API keys, authentication, and a lot of things. This is a very simple API, so we don't. So we'll just execute the steps. So basically, as soon as we executed, so every step basically in this, as you can see here, in this tree structure, in this graph structure, every step that you can see will get an input and will generate an output. Input, node, output, input, node, output. That's it. Now, whether to use the data from previous node's output as the current node's input or not is up to you. I'll repeat myself after we come to the next node. For now, we do not have any input because this node is directly coming from the trigger node. Trigger node, in this case, did not generate any output. So, in this case, we received a quote from Socrates that an unexamined life is not worth living. Perfect. So we have a quote and we have an author. We can have a JSON view. We can also have a schema view. In the schema, you can see this is the variable quote and this is the variable author and these are the values. Perfect. Now our second step is done. Only one step remaining. Third step is as soon as we have the data from the quotes API, we'll send a message to our Slack channel. Send a message. Just delete. Let me delete the existing one because you might not be seeing it. Yeah. So cool. So this is our last step, and we're almost done with our automation. By the way, he is Goku from Dragon Ball Z. He's saying hi, and he's saying if you don't hit the like button on this video, he will Kamehameha you. If you don't know what's Kamehameha or Kamehameha, I can't do anything. It's if you know what's Dragon Ball Z, just type Dragon Ball Z in the comments. Perfect. Now, as I told you, every node can take previous node's output as its input. Can take. Should take or not, that's up to us. Now, the interesting part is how do you connect this to your Slack workspace? Hold on a second. Okay, so basically Slack is just a messaging software that you can use to communicate with your team, with your family, with your friends, or whatever, right? So it looks like this. It has various channels. It has where you can type and stuff. So what we want to do is we want to create a new channel just like this quotes where we'll get a new quote every morning. Now the thing is we have to connect Slack with N8N. Otherwise, how will it know? Obviously, how will this N8N know where to send the message? It has a quote, an unexamined life is not worth living. It has it. But how will it know where to send it? It doesn't know, right? So we have to connect it. To connect it, we need a new credential. Now, since you're running this at your local host, you need to create a new access token. But in case you are running it from N8N's website, you don't need to do that. You can just click on sign in through Slack and then you'll get connected. As simple as that. Now now to create this access token, it's very simple. You just need to go to api.slack.com/apps. I'll tell you this URL in the description. You can directly go from there. First of all, if you haven't already, you need to first create your account in Slack. I hope you have already done that. If you don't, it's very easy. Go to slack.com, just create a new workspace. Just sign in and you'll be able to create a new workspace. Something like this. So it looks like I just named my workspace Great Learner. I don't know why. Anyways. So I'll just create a new app. You go to api.slack.com. If you have any question, any doubt, any query, comment section. Just go to comment section and type it. Your big brother is here to help you out. So we'll create an app from scratch. The name of the app is going to be Koti, Kot, whatever, Koto, Koti. Anyways, it's fine, whatever. Anyways, yeah. After you create it, you need to go to OAuth and permissions. From here, you can install the OAuth token. Basically, to connect your Slack to your N8N, you need a access token, and this is where you can get this access token from. Perfect. But before generating the access token, you need to understand what all access are you providing it, right? Simple. This is an access token. But what all access are you giving it? For that, you need to define scopes. So I'll just give it every scope possible because maybe I'll use the same app or same bot to add uh, m- more projects in future. I will create more projects and videos on YouTube only only if this video crosses 1000 likes. So it's up to you. If you want to learn more of AI, it's up to you. Just hit the like button. Why won't you? So as of now, let's see channels. I want to give my app. Okay, what happened? This got stuck somehow. It usually happens when I'm recording the screen. I don't know what's the issue. Oh, it started working. Perfect. Channel. So I should be able to read the channel. I should be able to write on the channel. That should be fine. And then chat, obviously. I should be able to send messages. See, send messages as Koti. Chat. That should be fine. I don't need anything else. IM should be able to send the IMs. History. IM read. IM write. Just going to give it every permission possible. This is, by the way, just uh, I'm just giving it a lot of permissions only because I want to use the same app for my next videos as well. So that will definitely help save me some time. Let's see if chat write commands, D&D files. I don't need files, but still, okay, I'll add it. Okay, that's in pending. Everything is done. Perfect. So now you don't need all these things. Probably you just need channels read and then chat write. Chat write is the most important one. Chat write because if you don't have the right permissions, how are you going to send the message? And then I'm going to install this app to my workspace. Perfect. Now I can just copy the auth token. Simple. Yeah, I copied the auth token and then I can paste it in the access token here. I hope I'm not going too fast. If you think I'm going too fast, let me know in the comment section. I can save it. The connection was tested successfully. Now I can close this. Okay, perfect. Now I need to select a channel. Okay, channel. Which channel should it add? Now let's go to Slack first. So just open Slack. I'll create a new channel for this. I'll create a blank channel. I'll call it random quotes public. You can see similar channels on my workspace beforehand also because I've created a few of them just to teach a few people about automation. Anyways, I don't want to add any people here. Now, let me just add mention Koti so that Koti can be added to this channel, right? So now Koti has access to this channel as well. We are all done. Now, all we need to do is select random quotes. It Random quotes. Perfect. Now let's jump back to what I was saying earlier. What I was saying earlier was the output from one node can be used as input from to the next node or cannot. It's up to us. So we have the output from the previous node, which is this quote. But for now, let me just set a good morning message. Okay, let's execute this step. So this step was executed and the text was sent to our Slack. And if you, as you can see here, good morning. Our Koti said good morning. I'm just going to react with it. Good morning. Perfect. Now we are almost done. What I want to do is now I want to actually use the previous the output of the previous node as an input here. The quote of the day is, let's put it in double quotes and just drag and drop. That's it. That's why I said this whole platform is so easy to use, even if you know or don't know coding. That's it. You can just drag and drop these variables here. And the quote of the day is, an unexamined life is not worth living. This was said by Socrates. Let's execute this step and perfect. And as you can see here, this this directly came to our Slack channel. This is so cool. Now, the final thing that we need to do here is we need to make sure that this step is running every 8 a.m. in the morning. So all we need to do is right now we are triggering this workflow manually. Let me show you. We are executing this workflow, right? This workflow was executed. And as soon as we do that, we can see the quote of the days. People often say that motivation, blah, 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 right? Let's click it again. We are able to do it. There's no shame in falling down, but the true shame is not to stand up again. What a quote. What an amazing quote. Let me write it. Good quote. So now I want to replace the trigger. Trigger. What's trigger? Tell me. Tell me in the comment section. What is the trigger? I want to replace this trigger section with a schedule. Schedule trigger. Okay. I want to schedule the trigger every one day, not at midnight. I want to do it at 8 a.m. in the morning. Add rule. That's it. Execute step. Actually, I don't need this rule. Execute step. That's it. Back to canvas and let's just delete it. Perfect. Now this is done. Now all we need to do is save it and you can see it in their list. If you go to overview, you'll be able to see it. And we need to activate this workflow as well. Because if this workflow is not active at 8 a.m., how will it run? Tell me how will it run? It will not run. So if you need to run it every morning at 8 a.m., you need to make sure that this is active. Perfect. And that is where hosting comes into the picture. If you are using N8N directly, it will always run, right? It's working on the backend machines, on cloud machines. Or if you host this somewhere on your own server, it will also run. But if you're running it on localhost, then most likely it might not be running if your laptop is closed. And if you still want to keep it running, you'll have to keep your laptop open 24 by 7. So let's try to execute this workflow manually once. And this this worked. The quote of the day is, if you do what you have always done, you'll get what you've always got. Awesome. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the crash course of N8N. Before we go, we have to wrap it up quickly. What is the basic of AI automation? Just tell me, comment it down. What is AI automation? The answer is one, two, three. Automating or doing the day-to-day tasks that you would have done manually, asking machine to do it. That's it. What is N8N? N8N is an automation tool. How it works, you have already seen. A common trigger patterns and nodes you have already seen, and a real project. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? If this video hits 1000 likes, I'm going to create more videos and more projects so that you can learn more about N8N. And by the way, this video was just a glimpse of what automation can do. In the next videos, I'm going to show you so much more. Only, only, only I get a lot of subscriptions today itself. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. the Lean Programmer. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn, Madhav. And one last thing, share this video on LinkedIn and tag me. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Have a great time.